In football, you can expect anything. If you choose to become a coach, you must expect that in this space, our jobs are always under scrutiny every week. Every week we have to deliver. It's unlike a CEO of a company who has to come at the end of the financial year. But with us football coaches, it's always going to be, where are we going? Are we going towards the right direction or the wrong direction? But I'm still very optimistic we are going the right direction.
That was Coach Manqoba Mnqithi in the post-match interview after their game with Mnqithi in the final of the Carling Knockout. In the audio that I will play now, it's Coach Penny McCarthy. He was asked about his meeting with Flemingberg, the sporting director of Mamelodi Sundowns. They went out for tea, and the journalists were so interested. They wanted to know what they were talking about, or is there any job offer that in the future maybe he could be offered. And this is what he said.
I love how you put that so nicely. Met for tea. It was bump into each other at the airport, and that basically was it. We recognized each other, and then we just spoke in general. It was more just a European football chat, because I think Fleming just explained the time when he worked for Chelsea as one of the international scouts, and he was based in Portugal, and it was at the same time when I was playing at Porto. So we basically just touched on that, talked about football, modern day football and South African football, and that was it. Never came up where there was insinuating from his side or from my side that there could be a collaboration of joining the club that he was working for. It was just honest, just normal chat, and that was it. Because I think the club, they've made the decision with the coaches that they have, and they're doing well. So I don't see why they should go in and interfere there. And just because I'm no more at a club doesn't make me available to join. And like I said, I want to challenge. I want to challenge if it's the right project for me, and it concurs with the club that's interest. Then those are the challenges that I want. I don't want to just go into any job just for the sake of, because I want to coach. I'm not that desperate. So I'm enjoying my time with my family. I'm enjoying just going to watch different football clubs, speak to different coaches, and expanding my knowledge on coaching and how I want to be, and how I can improve myself as the football is changing. And that's what it was. But there was nothing formal about me meeting with any South African club.
Coach, you've outlined in previous interviews specifically what you're looking for in your next job. Said that they must be winning the league, they must be a big competitor in Africa, that is if you do come to Africa. You also spoke about your admiration for the MLS. You didn't hide that at all. Why so specific about what it is that you're looking for? Is it because you've earned your stripes now and now you can put yourself in that category?
I think, everyone, you have to learn to walk before you can start in a sprint race. And I think I've crawled my way in, and that's where when I did my coaching badges, that was me crawling, because I played the game at the level that not many South Africans have played, that doesn't make me an expert in now. You take the experience from a player into coaching, but I went and educated myself, started right at the bottom, and then worked my way all the way up till I got my pro license, which was in a period of 5 years of my life that I dedicated to go in and educate myself in a coaching way, as much as I know on the field what it takes to be a player. But as a coach now, I also know, and I'm still learning. So I've done that, and I became an assistant coach in Belgium. I worked in Scotland as well with Celtic and Hibs. also just learning my trade and learning from the coaches that I had. And then I got my opportunity at Cape Town City, and that was also me still crawling because I was a rookie coach. You know, it was my first job time on the job as a head coach, and it was okay. There was a lot of things that I didn't do well, but it's part of learning. And then AmaZulu, what I've learned from my experience at Cape Town City, I took over with me to AmaZulu, and also I made mistakes, but I also thought my journey into becoming the type of coach that I want to be, I was edging ever closer to that. So that was me now at the bottom feeding, and the Man United opportunity came, and that's now when you're in the elite category, then you get that. And how many South Africans can ever say that you even dream of having such an opportunity? So I did that. Yes, I wasn't the head coach, but I was part of a technical team that had to change the club's fortune, and we did that in some degree, you know. So I think now I think I'm what I've learned, what I've gained, everything, the experience with the caliber of players that I've worked with. I think it will be a crime if I go back now all the way to the bottom. So I think my standards that I set now is that level that you want to work with, that level of players where the job that you go into, you become almost what Arsenal did under Arsene Wenger. You want to become invincible. I want to manage a team now that I want to have consistency, not just for when you play the games that matters, but every game. If it's friendly matches, I want to coach players. I want to have a team that have that mentality. Friendly games is cup finals, you know. So that's the standards that I set. So unfortunately, I know you're reaching high, but if you don't want to reach there, then you might as well not do it. And that's my standards that I set for myself. So that's what I want, and that's what I'm going to get. I'm sure of that.
Really?